Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. I'm Alexandra and we are back with a new speed building video up on the channel, and today we are building in Willow Creek, and this is actually the first build that I'm showing to you from my Willow Creek realistic save file that's probably gonna be out soon, and I'm so excited about that. And I couldn't wait, and actually I couldn't decide what build to show you first because I already built multiple lots in Willow Creek, and I think I'm halfway done with the whole world. And yes, today we are building the Willow Creek Church and Town Hall. So this is actually a wedding venue lot type, and I tried to fit in this slot actually two buildings. So we have the church where you can host weddings and also a town hall. I know it's not something, gameplay wise very well thought, because actually you can't do basically anything in that tiny building. But for the story and the aesthetic of my safe house and the aesthetic of this neighborhood, I wanted to have an extra tiny building next to this church, and that's gonna be, as I said, a town hall, which actually works as a town hall and also as a post office, because I didn't know what to add inside. So we have the mayor's office and actually a post office, which I'm very excited with how that turned out. I never done that and I'm happy with how it's looking. But yes, as you can see, I started to build the church first time, but I had the town hall idea since I started this, and I wanted to see how much space I need for this church, so I can have space for two buildings on the same lot, because we are on a 20 by 30 lot, and actually this is the Hallow Slough lot, and it's the lot next to the God's house, which, by the way, they are not gonna be living in this neighborhood anymore. In my save I moved them and actually I have to start building their house next. And yes, as you can see, across the street, across this lot, we have also a building that's actually an elementary school and a public library also on the same lot. And that's going to be like a business, like a private school. But we're going to be talking about that when I actually am making the speed build of that build. But basically, I wanted to explain that this town hall suits the aesthetic of the buildings next door. So that's what I try to do with the tiny building here. And actually, I think it suits this neighborhood very well. And I'm so excited with the vibes of this neighborhood and how everything is looking. So, my realistic safe house, I don't know, I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible with no custom content and with, I don't know, details that make everything look, I don't know, like actually is a very lived in town, and things that, are in a city, in an actual, an actual town in real life. So I hope I managed to do that so far. As I said, I still have a lot of builds that I need to build, but at the moment I'm at this point, I really have to like make speed builds for some of them, because I already built also a cemetery, and I have like 4 community lots, and I have also 4 houses where the BFFs are living in that neighborhood. So a lot is going on. So I would really appreciate if you would keep an eye on the channel for the new upcoming speed builds that are gonna be out. And if I'm lucky and fast enough, maybe by I don't know, by Christmas or by the next year, like the year's eve, maybe I'll be able to actually release the same hell. But I don't want to hurry, because I don't know, I want it to be perfect and I don't want to mess things up. And I also have to do makeovers for the townies and tool work around the neighborhoods. So I think maybe I will finish it by Christmas, but if not, it means that I wasn't able to, add everything that I wanted. And yeah, it's nothing if I don't release it, but I know some of you watched how I'm building in my live streams, and I know that many of you are excited about how this is looking, and you wanna have this save, and I cannot wait to release it. So yeah, that's about the save and what I've done so far. And about this building, as I said, it's working as a wedding venue, and actually I was imagining that in the mayor's office, when you have a wedding, we can pretend that that's the legal part of the wedding, and then in the church you do, your ceremony. But obviously we don't have a gameplay interaction that allows you to marry in an actual mayor's office where you do, your actual paper like marriage certificate. But yeah, and then I didn't know what to add in the first floor of the town hall. So I thought, what can be, realistic to have in a building of a town hall or next to it. So in my city, and actually I've heard this also for some of the people, next to these, community lots, many towns have the post office, and I thought, why not add the post office inside the town hall? So as you can see, I've tried here to split the ceiling and to actually add some stairs that lead to an office where is the post office. And unfortunately, we don't have a career for that in game. We don't have functionality here. But I thought it's a very realistic thing to do, and I loved the aesthetic of this place. Like, I think I love this post office more than the actual church, because I've done churches before, I've done wedding venues, I know how you can make them elegant and pretty and, with wedding aesthetic. But for some reason, I really, really enjoy making this post office, and I'm still, I don't know, hoping that at some point we can have, a career as it. Like, I would love to have in game, for teenagers. It would be so cool to actually have, like, a side job, a part-time job where you can be, a postman and you go to I don't know, either work here and you go and you actually give, I don't know, mail or paper or stuff to the townies, or you can just travel from house to house to actually give the morning paper. That would be cool. And yeah, I don't know, I'm sad that we don't have much functionality in this side, but for the sake of, I don't know, my vibe, my brain, my aesthetic, and my wants with this save, I think this is a nice spot. And I don't know, maybe if you have some other ideas what you could possibly do here, I don't know. We can't even be a mayor as a career in the game and to actually come to this office and do mayor things, But yeah, moving on, we also have a basement. So why have I created a basement? It wasn't, necessary for this church to have a basement in real life. But when you have a wedding and you host an event, you need to do, certain tasks. You have to dance, to cut a cake, to have drinks, to dance, to party, and so on. And I was wondering, where can you do all that? At first, I thought, why not doing this in the town hall? But I thought it's strange and, I don't know, not so realistic. But now I'm thinking that's also not so realistic to do that in a basement. But that's just how I thought to do it. So basically, you have a basement where is the party zone. So we have a lot of space there for, dancing. We also have a kitchen for the chef to cook and to do, the meals. And we have a bar, and we have the grooms and brides table. We also have a changing room for the bride and groom. I didn't have space for, a separate room for the groom and the bride. So I assume the groom doesn't need a changing room, but maybe the bride does. Even though everyone at your event is gonna be dressed already when it's starting. But as I said, for the sake of, I don't know, the realism, I tried to add also a changing table in the church. So yeah, now I'm actually decorating the interior of the post office, and I added some counters and a lot of files and I don't know, envelopes, like boxes filled with, documents and such. I was thinking, when you want something from the post office, what can it be? It can be maybe money, maybe, I don't know, some very classified documents that you get through mail, or I don't know, envelopes, the actual, I don't know, mail. What other things can you do at the post office? I don't even, I only went once at the post office to send something abroad to a friend. So yeah, let me know, what do you do at the post office? Because nowadays everything comes at your house in your mail. You don't have to go to the post office. But yeah, I feel like I added a lot of old realism to my Willow Creek safe file, and you'll be seeing that in the upcoming builds that I will show you. So most of my builds and community lots from this safe file are gonna be, I don't know, 80s, 90s inspired. The interiors, the homes, the aesthetic, are not so, I don't know, nowadays vibe. They are kind of old looking, like old style, and I actually enjoy and embrace so much building in this style, and I cannot wait. Yeah, basically, I'm so excited to show you more, but in the same time, I want to build a lot for the save so I can finish it quickly, but then I don't have enough time to actually make the videos for you. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about this build. I am definitely gonna read all of your comments. I hope you like this build and the quick story I told you about Willow Creek. And if you want to see everything that's happening in real life, I'll be streaming here and on Twitch several times a week, and you can also come and hang out with us while I'll do my building, and also the VODs are also there if you want to see every build that I did so far. So yeah, until I will have time to actually make a new speed build, I will leave you watch this video till the end. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think about this town hall slash church, and I'll be seeing you in my next speed building. Bye everybody.